So it has undoubtedly been a good year for Sonic fans. The second movie did extremely well. Sonic Prime was announced. The second movie was pretty good. So Sonic has had a really good year. He's been taking some W's, but all in different categories. So now it's time for the game. The 3D game and the 2D one, I guess, if you got Orange. It seems they're playing a little too safe on Sonic Origins. I personally dislike the idea of Origins simply because I have Sonic Mega Plus Collection, which is almost the same thing except less pricier. In other words, I already played these games, and the concept of animation being a selling point, it just doesn't do it for me. It's not a good reason for me to start throwing money at them. That's how they get you. The main focus of this video is going to be Sonic Frontiers. When I saw the first teaser, I did not get my hopes up whatsoever. We all know what happened last time. So I waited for actual gameplay to come out. And well, it came out. My first impressions were the same as many others. This game was like, Van game. It's empty. He's not fast enough. Fire this man. So yeah, the game did not look very good. Surprise, surprise. The world didn't look that interesting. The graphics were pretty decent, but it just looks like they threw Sonic into some other open world. Elden Ring, Ghost of Tsushima. They look good, but it looks out of place. There's a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to this game. Let me tell you, Sonic fans have the right to be nitpicky and whiny babies. We can't let Sonic slack at a time like this when he's so close to being back to his glory days. This is like the last puzzle piece. They can't f this up. This is Sega's opportunity to get their shit together. So criticism they receive, I still don't understand why they would even show us a tech demo in the first place. It just doesn't make sense. It's a recipe for disaster. Regardless of the tech demo thing, the story and gameplay is starting to look pretty promising. With the confirmation of a skill tree, the Chaos Emeralds, more characters have been announced, and the addition to linear sections similar to those of Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors. A little bit more linear. You know how the Sonic fans like the boost formula. So the combat trailer, it was looking a little bit more interesting, I will say for sure. Sonic has a pretty interesting moveset. The villains, the robots, the enemies, they look pretty promising. Other people were saying it's tedious to fight these guys. They're like, oh, they don't even look worth fighting. Like, bro, what are you supposed to do? One tap them? It just doesn't make sense to me. I think this is a good direction because if you played other open worlds, you know, it makes sense that, you know, the enemies stop you and, you know, give you a little challenge, because what's the point of just zooming through them? Of course, right, with the confirmation of a skill tree, I'm sure you're gonna be able to whoop their ass even faster the more you level up. It's just common sense. So I think that argument is pretty dumb. I think the enemies is a bit too nitpicky. I think the enemies look pretty promising. The combat looks really fun. What I don't like about this game is just how out of place Sonic looks. It just looks like a tech demo, when I guess it was a tech demo the whole time. Now another nitpick is the speed. Of course, everyone's been talking about the speed and how this bird is faster than his ass. Well, I would say at the very beginning the speed didn't really bother me, because personally I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, and I think like the speed of a horse, you know, it doesn't bother me. You could teleport and stuff, the world's massive, but people want Sonic to zoom through everything. So when I first saw that, my first thought is like, well, Sonic, it doesn't make sense to make Sonic too fast and make a detailed world, right? Because he's just gonna be zooming through all of it. That was just my thought process. What's the point of making a nice world with a lot of detail if you're just gonna be zooming past it, right? But then people were getting good arguments. They're like, well, there should be more detailed loop-de-loops. There should be, you know, more detail, at least to, like, you know, what you can play on. And it's a good argument. I think there is a lot of improvement for that area. You know, it's really hard being a Sonic fan nowadays, you know. it's just, we just want this game to be good. Everybody's like, just delay it, just make it good, please. But I don't know, I have this gut feeling that, you know, Sega's just, you know, just putting a little troll on us like they did with Sonic, the movie, the first Sonic movie, that really bad character design, right? I think it was just a publicity stunt. That's a story for another day. But what if they're doing the same thing, you know, like, yeah, we'll show them some shitty gameplay, and then like when we release it, it's gonna be like super good. But this is Sega we're talking about. They definitely don't have something like that planned out. But my biggest nitpick yet, this one may be based, but I hate the rails in the sky. They look so out of place. They look ugly and they don't make sense. I hate how they look. I really dislike that part. That is probably like my biggest turnoff in that whole trailer slash tech demo. It just doesn't look good. I just don't understand why Sega decided to do this whole tech demo in the first. I know I've said it before, but it just doesn't make sense. People usually drop trailers, you know, gameplay trailers. Why give it to some random ass dude in IGN? We're like, alright, I'm gonna play this, and then completely suck ass at the game. Okay, maybe he's not that bad at the game. It was a little based. I gotta control myself. But I'm sure that this game looks like it has a lot of potential. I'm gonna buy it anyways when it comes out. Like, I'm sure everyone wants to see Sonic back on top, you know? It's been a good year. Just end it with a bang. Or not, if you have to do that in the game, you know, that's fine too. My theory is that this is just an actual tech demo. I'm sure there will be like more areas to explore, not just one little, okay, maybe like one big island like every other open world. That makes the most logical sense. And story, we already got revealed some story. I forgot, it was like Tails, Knuckles. Well, Knuckles is confirmed, I think. Well, Shadow was confirmed for Prime. I think the concept is that they go through this portal and they end up on this deserted island. So I think they already confirmed. So Tails and Knuckles, I think and Amy. I think Amy has been confirmed as well, but I could be wrong. You know, I'm such a professional. I totally have a script right here with me. So yeah, I took a look back at the comments and there's way more hate than there was support. Yeah, I remember seeing this for the first time. I got the whole railings and people were saying that he's too fast. He outruns the graphics. People already saying that it's the only franchise that was able to mess up so hard that it was able to make better movies than video games. People are calling it a fan-made game. People are saying that this looks like a dream game. If you don't know what dream is, this is one game. I forgot what. Man, this yeah, it looks bad, but you know, I still want to have hope for this game. I really do. I want to have hope. I want this game to be good. I hope Sega's pulling a sneaky on us, and all this time, you know, they have a nice game and they just, you know, they lower our expectations to give us this banger of a game. That stuff, I just inhaled the biggest amount of copium with that line, but it's a genuine theory of mine. They're gonna probably whip out one of the best games ever, but at the same time, it's Sega. I don't believe in Sega. I don't think they have it in them.